Well, hey there, my friends. I guess I just wanted to make this brief video since my alarm's going to go off and I'll have to pick up my kids soon. It kind of keeps me from going on too long, even though I have a longer video to do a little later and something I've been thinking about for a few days. Once again, I'm trying to focus on many different aspects about life and my own life and getting a few things done, trying to kind of change the way I think and the way I go about things. As y'all know, I mentioned, for example, that I was going to, make a new channel or start this new, whatever it might be. I actually did start the podcast, but the point being that I have a lot to talk about, and it's very difficult to know what to address. My mind is scattered. I'm always thinking about different things. I guess first off, as you see, I'm wearing this merchandise. This is my first prototype for the merch for my channel. We talked about this before, and I was mentioning tie-dyes. So this is like the basic prototype, 15-minute free thinking podcast. And now I don't know how much I like it. It's a good quality, transfer, but it's white. And I thought it would look better green because you see the green sign behind me there. Well, I just wanted to make it as a prototype to see how well the product worked, wash it a bunch of times and make sure that it's durable. So much handmade stuff out there, but not a lot of handmade merch. It seems to be just shit from Teespring. So anyway, I'm doing like a little arm thing as well. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but each shirt is going to be unique and slightly different. I'm going to do a little tag down on the edge and stuff and have a little message kind of out of sight. You'll see. It'll be cool. But for all you who want the merch, I don't even feel bad saying that after 10 fucking years on YouTube to actually sell merchandise for my first time. I figured I've earned that right? But there's the point I wanted to make here quickly is that there's just so much going on in the world. It's hard for us to know where to go and how to navigate it. We are so wrapped up in a Vice video that popped up on my feed about inclusivity in skateboarding and just like mind-bending nonsense as if skateboarding has an issue with inclusivity. This is where we're at. We're focusing on these little issues and little media tidbits that try to push people apart further by making it look like there's a bigger problem. Now I was a skater. I'm a skateboarder, and I was for years. For a decade, I rolled the streets and talked with a lot of different skaters. There were no issues back then with sexism or, phobias about other people's choices. If you can skate, you can skate, right? So I've seen this falsified toxic atmosphere that the media is creating, this idea that things are so much worse than they are, that we really need to take care of these little problems when we have these huge, monstrous problems going on all around us. And major problems with the banking industry and governments. And you ask yourself, how many people trust their government? It's interesting. But the point I wanted to make is that a lot of this petty bullshit we've been fighting over the last few years is beginning to fade. I see it happening. We went through a period where we were fighting about silly things, cancel culture, and not gauging people's intention, but just calling them out for what they say. Most people didn't approve of it and didn't go along with that crap, and so it's fading away. In other words, the people who are trying to shame everyone else are getting, just ignored or shamed themselves. And we're starting to get back to a sense of normalcy. Maybe this is just positive thinking on my part. But it seems that more people are truly waking up. Not just being woke or taking the red pill or taking the blue pill. All this nonsense about left and right. People who think that if you switch sides, you're better off. The truth is the purple pill, right? More people are actually able to be heard giving a balanced view. Perfect example would be Russell Brand, for example. I didn't really like him before, but I've watched him enough now to where I understand his intentions, and he doesn't take sides. He just looks at stuff and he has a good attitude. The point being that he's bringing people together from both sides that are able to actually have normal conversations again in the comment section. It's like a revelation. I'm starting to see these discussions more and more. Brett and Heather Weinstein do the same thing. Not everybody's going to like them. People are going to hear things that they don't like. You hear about divisive topics about guns and health and religion and government, politics. It's just These things need to be talked about, but they haven't been able to be talked about in the atmosphere of division, especially over the last few years. And so there's a lot of toxic crap out there, but the key to this is there's no financial incentive to being balanced. It's an important thing to take away from this. Is if I were to share any message, it's that the reason why there weren't more balanced people, even though most people are pretty rational and balanced, is because it's not exciting. It's the same reason as you don't turn on the news if it doesn't have a good headline. People don't click on headlines about a pipeline in a neighborhood or a potential issue with some sort of a housing problem they want to see the crime, they want to see the disaster, they're rubbernecking, and it's just in our nature. And I think people are just finally just getting tired of all the BS. We tried new things and now we're moving back to center. And that's what I would like to see. Picking sides, it's like picking different trees in the forest. Well, let's get rid of all these trees, or all these trees. All these trees are wrong. No, the forest works together, right? They work together. It's like getting rid of the wolves because you think that they're damaging to the, taking away your food supply, and then the food supply gets out of control. You know what I mean? Like nature is in balance and humans are in balance for a reason, because we have different viewpoints. So people are tired of the bullshit and the fighting. People are getting back to the sticks and stones will break my bones, the shit I grew up with. Maybe a fist fight once in a while, or somebody calling each other names, but people eventually learn how they need to behave in order to get by. And you can't force each other to think a certain way. And the internet's made a lot of people do that, or try to do that. So people are tribal. It is what it is. Set your boundaries. Be the best person you can. And don't let other people to tell you how you should live your life. And yeah, that's my message for the moment. Gonna go pick up my boy now. I'll see y'all next time. And as I said, the merch is coming, man. I'm gonna have some good shit. Be sure to leave a comment telling me if you'd like a background color in this. If I were to make tie-dyes, because I'm gonna hand make the tie-dyes. I want to do this shit myself. I ain't using Teespring or some crappy company. I'm gonna be making my own shit. I want to make my own shit. I want to have my own shirts made, and I want to do them myself. And yeah, so let me know what colors. Do you think it would be better in green, like the sign behind me? Or maybe is white okay? Or maybe I can't really do it without a background. But if you want white shirts, I don't know what to make. I'm going to do a poll later. Anyway, gotta go. Talk to you next time. Take care.